Jawd has recently responded to the YouTube removal of the dislike button. He has updated the description on Me at the Zoo, the first video on YouTube, as well as posted a bunch of comments speaking out against this removal of the dislikes. So I'm sure you've seen by now that YouTube is removing the dislike button. They're not exactly removing the dislike button, they're more removing the counter, but it's pretty much the same thing because if there's no counter, people won't really be enticed to click the button. So YouTube is getting rid of the counter because of targeted dislike attacks, where people like mass dislike a video and it can impact creator health and stuff, but so many people are against this, including Jawd. There's been countless YouTubers speaking out about this change. Nobody really seems to like it because everyone feels that the dislike button is very important in determining if a video is worth watching or not. It's like reviews on Amazon. You're not going to buy a product that has a low score, just like on YouTube. You're not going to watch a video with a bunch of dislikes, but they've doubled down and they're actually removing it. And so Jawd, one of the creators of YouTube, commented on YouTube's video about this removal. Now this is pretty interesting because Jawd isn't typically active on YouTube at all. He has only ever uploaded one video. All of his other ones got removed. He rarely comments, but he did comment on this video by YouTube. He put, "Matt doesn't look excited because he knows it's the wrong decision." So even Jawd is against removing the dislike button. Back when YouTube first started, it was on a star rating system like Amazon reviews, like I just said, and then it got changed to like and dislike, but there's never been a point where you couldn't see the number except for when people disable both like and dislike. So Jawd's opinion on this is he doesn't want it removed. One of the creators of YouTube doesn't want this counter removed, and it's so stupid that YouTube's actually doing this. Now, of course, the reason why he said Matt is because Matt is the guy in the video here, this YouTube employee. So that is pretty funny. He's saying that Matt doesn't look excited. I mean, he doesn't really look excited. He doesn't. That's so funny. He's just sort of announcing it. So Jawd, you're right, bro. Now, not only did Jawd post this comment, he even updated his video description on the first video on YouTube. So the first video on YouTube, Me at the Zoo by Jawd, of course, the famous first YouTube video ever uploaded to this platform, now has the description. Whenever YouTuber agrees that removing dislikes is a stupid idea, it probably is. Try again, YouTube. And so that's kind of amazing because pretty much every YouTuber I've talked to about this disagrees with this new change. And now that the very first YouTube video has a description that disagrees with what's going on here, the creator of YouTube, the first video ever uploaded on this platform, is speaking out against it, and YouTube's not doing anything. So this is kind of telling, you know, it's kind of interesting. And what's even better is that Jawd has a point here. Whenever YouTuber agrees that something is a stupid idea, it probably is. This happened with YouTube abbreviating the sub counts, which they never went back on. They doubled down. This also happened with YouTube changing the verified checkmark, which they actually listened to creators on, which was pretty interesting. So we don't really know what's going to happen here. I hope they go back on this, but I don't think they will, because they didn't with the sub count, so I don't know. But yeah, Jawd has updated his description a lot of times before, and usually it's to promote other channels. I covered this very recently. I didn't think I would again, but of course he has been hacked multiple times in the past, so we don't know if this is him doing it or if it's whoever's on his account right now. Jawd also seems to have commented this: "Removing dislikes is the dumbest idea since 2006. This was sent to me by Topaz on Discord. I couldn't actually find this, but they also provided a bunch of other information that I found earlier, so I assume this is a real comment. Now, what's really funny about this comment is that YouTube was created in 2005 and Google bought YouTube in 2006. So this is what Jawd is referring to. Removing dislikes is the dumbest idea since Google buying YouTube, even though I think he was a part of that deal. So either he regrets selling YouTube, or this is someone who hacked him and is just doing this for the memes." Jawd has been hacked so many times in the past. I've done multiple videos on it, so it's hard to say if this is actually Jawd here, but if it is, and because it's on his actual verified account, Jawd has spoken out against YouTube changing the dislike count. It's super funny. Just thought I want to show you guys that because even Jawd doesn't agree with the change. Come on, YouTube. Like, bro, it's just the worst idea ever. Thank you, YouTube, for that update. So yeah, if you enjoyed that piece of YouTube news, click subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, fly on.